Hey, welcome back. Today is May 7th. Before anything else, please do be aware of any fake profiles down in the YouTube comment section below. Asking you guys to contact some random numbers or individuals, especially the ones pretending to be my name and profile picture. I will not ask you guys to contact any random numbers or individuals. So if you see a fake profile like that, it's better if you guys just report it. Now today is May 7th, Friday, and on this post, I'll be telling you about the overall crypto markets, which includes Bitcoin dominance and Bitcoin price action, and see how it could potentially affect the overall altcoin markets before diving into DigiByte and BitShares and see what has gone on in these markets. I'll be telling you about the bullish and bearish case scenarios for today, as well as the short-term price prediction on these markets according to what I'm seeing on the charts. Before I begin today, if you guys are enjoying this content, make sure to subscribe to this channel and like this video, as I'll be keeping updated on the latest crypto setups on my watch list. If you want to support me and don't already have a Webull brokerage account, you guys can use my referral link down below. They're still giving away 2 free stocks after you sign up for an account and deposit $100 US, and I will also get a referral bonus if you guys sign up under me. Please also read my full disclaimer below. I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. I am purely sharing my own speculation and opinions on these markets. I cannot tell you the future, and you should always do your own due diligence before trading or investing in these markets, as it's extremely risky and volatile. If you have any questions or comments, please do only leave them in the comment section below, but I will try my best to get to as many of them as possible. To see what's going on in these markets first, most importantly, I have to take a look into Bitcoin dominance. Tells me where the money could be trending into, whether it be Bitcoin, altcoins, or neither. Right now, we do have Bitcoin dominance up about 0.7%. This breaks down to Bitcoin price action up over 2%. Total altcoin market cap up about 0.8%. Now, this would be the upside of Bitcoin dominance trending upwards, as I will usually see Bitcoin leading in gains ahead of total altcoin market cap. I usually emphasize Bitcoin dominance to trend downwards instead. That's generally speaking better for the altcoins on both the upside and downside. Because conversely speaking, if Bitcoin dominance was trending downwards, the upside of Bitcoin dominance trending downwards, I will usually see total altcoin market cap leading in gains ahead of Bitcoin. Monthly time frame here for Bitcoin dominance. On the grander scheme of things, it does look like we do have a pretty big downward trend going down here, which is more ideal for the altcoins for the time being. The key support here would be about the 45% fit level area. About the 45% fit level area. If Bitcoin dominance continues down here, that's more ideal for the altcoins. Bitcoin price action, we are still in about an RSI reading of about 90. If the price action wants to make a higher high here on this monthly time frame, it does need to beat the last high RSI reading of about 92 to negate bearish divergence. Not a time frame I'll lose track of, because if it does actually pull back for one data point on here, that's 1 month's worth of pulling back. If Bitcoin pulls back at any time, it could still have a bearish effect on the altcoins. That bearish effect will be greater if Bitcoin dominance is trending higher. Daily time frame, we have been straddling between these key supports now. Okay, the daily 50 MA and the daily 21 MA. So we have been getting up and breaking down below these key moving averages here. Let's see if it can actually stay up this time. Let's go over to DigiByte. Weekly time frame, highest time frame where we actually do have RSI data here, and we do have an RSI reading of just right underneath 71. That's 71 out of 100. There was also bearish divergence on this weekly time frame, comparing this high with this high. However, lower highs on the RSI. Daily time frame, I could point out an ascending triangle pattern here with the top resistance line to be approximately 17.5 cents. Measure target for this ascending triangle pattern, but before that, let me mention ascending triangle patterns, according to Thomas Bukowski and his website, thepatternSite.com, it is a 63% chance of it breaking to the upside. If it breaks to the upside, very similarly to how I have it here, the measure target, which is taken by measuring the opening of the pattern, and then adding it back on top of the top trend line here, which will give me a measured target approximately just right underneath 26 cents there, right underneath 26 cents. Now, measured targets are theoretical approximate targets only. May actually be different in real life price action, more or less. Let's take a look into some of the key supports and resistances relevant to this price action right now. Key resistance immediately about the 15 cents fib level area. The next key one I'll be looking at will be about the 17.5 cents top resistance line of this ascending triangle pattern. I can expect some resistance above the pattern coming from past trading history here, ranging from about almost 18 cents to about 18.5 cents here. Beyond the pattern here, I did a reverse fib retracement. The 1.618 fib level area is going to be about the 22 cents level. I could also expect some psychological resistances coming from round numbers where traders are likely to take profits as well. So at about the 20 cents, about that 22 cents, which would be pretty similar to the 1.618 fib level area. And then about 24 cents, 26 cents if the price action gets over its measured target. Key support immediately about the 14 cents fib level area. Daily 21 MA, the blue line, about the 13 cents fib level area. About the 11 cents fib level area. Daily 50 MA. And the 3-day 21 MA. Let's take a look into the bullish and bearish case scenarios here. Bullish case scenario, price action breaks out of this ascending triangle pattern, similarly to how I have it here, and go towards its measured target, mining some of those resistance levels I have just pointed out, as those could be points of rejection, and some of those psychological resistances as well. That's where traders are likely to take profits at those round numbers. Bearish case scenario, price action breaks this bottom trend line. It looks like I can look at one of these fib level areas for support and see if the price action can hold up at one of these key support levels. The key major moving average and support I'm looking at here is the 3-day 21 MA, which has not been touched for quite some time. So I do expect some buy pressure to be coming from this major moving average here. Okay. However, that's still quite far behind at about 10 cents. But that would be the major moving average and key support I'll be focusing on if the price action breaks this bottom trend line. Also noting that bearish divergence that could still be playing out on the weekly time frame there. Let's go over to BitShares. Monthly time frame, currently about 62 here. So not in overbought territory. Let's do a recap since last time where I did mention that there was a smaller cup and handle pattern. Neckline of that pattern was about 8 cents. Measured target was about 15 cents, right above 15 cents there. Price action looks like it has broken out, reached about 18 cents before getting a very hard rejection all the way back down to about almost right underneath 8 cents there, and held that previous key resistance here, of that smaller cup and handle pattern, which it has turned into support after it has broken above it, held that support, and then rebounded. We do also have bearish divergence right now on the weekly time frame. Higher high, lower high on the RSI. Something to be watching out for. Even though on the daily time frame here, it looks like it could be forming a ascending triangle pattern. So this ascending triangle pattern is not yet completed because we only have 2 sets of swings. We have 3 sets of swings up actually, or 2. I will only count them if it comes with a set of swing down as well. So let me count this as 2 sets of swings up, because this one doesn't really have a swing down to the bottom trend line. And I'm looking for that second swing down to the bottom trend line to technically validate this ascending triangle pattern. So right now, not validated, still an early estimate. Now, if this ascending triangle pattern is validated with that second swing down to the bottom trend line here, then again, it is a 63% chance of it breaking to the upside, according to Thomas Bukowski and his website, thepatternsight.com. Measure target, which is taken by measuring the opening of the pattern of this possible ascending triangle pattern here, will give me a measure target of about just right above 24 cents measure targets. Now, measure targets, again, are theoretical approximate targets only, may actually be different in real life price action, more or less. I do also want to point out one more thing. On this weekly time frame, we did have a smaller cup and handle pattern here, but it looks like there could be a bigger cup and handle pattern here that could be forming as well. However, still very early estimate because I'm looking for more touches to this 20 cents neckline here. That would be the neckline of this bigger possible cup and handle pattern. So I'll do a recap on this next time and see how far the price action gets developed. But this is on the weekly time frame, so it could take some time. So let's see if this possible ascending triangle pattern would actually play out first. Let's take a look into some of the key supports and resistances relevant to this price action right now. Key resistance at about the 15 cents fit level area. Next one up, the top trend line of this possible ascending triangle pattern, about 16 cents. Next one up, I could expect some resistance coming from past trading history here. About 17.5 cents to about 18 cents there, I could expect some resistance. Of course, about the 20 cents neckline of that possible bigger cup and handle pattern. And let's check for past trading history here for any possible resistances above the pattern. So I could expect some resistance going from about 22.5 cents, approximately 22.5 cents, or even 22 cents, even up to the measured target of that possible ascending triangle pattern there, because those are going to be round numbers above that 20 cents neckline there. So 20 cents, 22 cents, 24 cents, I could expect psychological resistance and even some past data to actually support that. Not too much, but still some, but I could expect psychological resistances coming from those round numbers 22, 24 cents if the price action gets out of there, out of this possible ascending triangle pattern. Let's go to the bullish and bearish case scenarios here. Now, while it is possible that the price action can break out of this top trend line here, I do think the more probable scenario is that the price action will come back down to this bottom trend line or even further to validate an ascending triangle pattern shape because of bearish divergence on the weekly time frame. So the more probable bullish case scenario here is I do think the price action could come back down here for a second swing down and validate this possible ascending triangle pattern before breaking out of it and go towards its measured target. Minding some of those resistance levels I have just pointed out, as those could be points of rejection. Bearish case scenario, price action breaks this bottom trend line. I'll be looking at one of these fit level areas to see if it will hold up the price action and keep this ascending triangle pattern shape intact. Now, I think I forgot to actually mention the key supports here. Key supports immediately down would be about the 13 cents fit level area, followed by about the 12 cents fit level area, daily 21 MA, the blue line, daily 50 MA, the white line, about the 11 cents fit level area, and the 3-day 21 MA, which would be my focus here because the buy pressure came in pretty strongly last time when the price action did dip down to that major moving average there. So bearish case scenario, price action breaks its bottom trend line. I'll be looking at one of these key fib level areas, key support areas, which are these fib level areas for support, and seeing if it would actually hold up the price action. But the focus, in my opinion, here will be the 3-day 21 MA based on seeing how much buy pressure came in last time, where the price action rebounded, as I have just pointed out. Now, these are my bullish and bearish case scenarios for today. Let me know if you found it helpful. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Let me know your agreements, disagreements, feedback. I love to hear them. Hope you manage your risk carefully. And if you'd like to see any more of my most recently uploaded videos on YouTube, you guys can check out my links up here on YouTube. See you next time.